Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another show tonight or today, depending on where you are. This is your host, 81 Banana, and I am kind of, I was kind of busy, let's say. And the timer was just a little bit longer than expected just because I needed to set up a little bit of things over here. I hope that you guys didn't need to wait so long. Maybe we have a guest tonight in the virtual studio. Maybe we don't. I don't know for now. You're going to get surprised. Teams have started because I was quite busy with setting up things or something with the mission from my side. I couldn't get in, and the teams were more, let's say, more faster, and they just made to take off already while I was busy chatting with the organizer, and so we just missed the takeoff, and I'm terribly sorry for that. So, I'm gonna go through the names in a bit that you see and know who is flying tonight and what they are flying tonight. But would love to check with you guys if everything is okay from sound perspective. Do you hear everything well or not? And then I continue to go into detail. So we have kind of 60 seconds of delay. And what I'm saying gonna be with you in 60 seconds. So in case you write something in the chat, please be a bit patient with me. I will get back to you as soon as I can read it and answer it. So, let's see. Everything is not working tonight the way it should. Very strange. Okay, let me see if I can fix it or not. Okay, now mouse is working again. Kind of weird. Okay, let's go to the F10 and get rid of these grids here and activate the air-to-air missiles and maybe go to satellite so that you can read the labels better. As you see, the teams are getting into the combat zone. Let's go through them and see who is there and who is flying what. So we have Piyot, Red Button, Brainiac, Godfather, Opa, and Cobra. They're all, most of them. Oh, we just missed someone. Piyot is disconnected probably. What? We lost Piyot. Okay. I was about to say that there are 4 F-16s and 2 F-18s, but the number of F-16s has reduced itself to 5, unfortunately. And on the other side, we have Fair 109, for me, Fur from now on, Parka, Lukovi, as always, Asper, Mustang 51, and Kistoy. And they are in F-15 Strike Eagle, 3 F-18s here, and 4 F-18s and 1 F-16. So a mix of NATO aircrafts. They're getting to the center of the combat zone, and it's going to be a high terrain, as I can see it here. Take care of chat a little bit. See everything is all right. Yeah, thanks, Big Puppy, for 5x5 on the stream. Thanks a lot. And I expect that the first AMRAAM comes off the rail from F-15, which is here the case, but probably the blue team in that case, G66, is going to be prepared for it. We're going to see that for whom it is. I see it from this perspective that is going kind of to either Brainiac or Red Button. I would say Brainiac. Brainiac also fires on AMRAAM long range for my taste. Sometimes these things work. So exchange of AMRAAMs, they're not saving. They're very generous with that. Let's see where it goes. Okay, Kistler is already cold because this AMRAAM is already active. So let's see if it's doing any harm or not. We don't see the target because it is under the cloud layer, but we see the missile. The missile is still tracking and is turning with the target, losing energy. We see the target flying away smoothly because this missile is not fast enough anymore. So we're good. We can go back and see what's going on here. I don't like this snow on top of the mountains. Makes it a little bit hard to just read the labels. Let's see if anything's happened here. So we have a still 5 on this side and 6 on the other side. So no casualties yet. People testing each other, see how close then they can get. And what we see here, both teams are in a kind of grinder or chainsaw, let's say, tactic, where the grinder is a bit bigger and let's say in depth, and here we have a smaller grinder, I think, on this side. So a little bit faster. You see Cobra here is gonna come back fast as soon as he has gotten rid of the M120. He needs to find out at any time that it's not a factor anymore because it's not following, and you see that on your RWR. So come back and go behind OPA to just help him and give him the support that he can go cold as soon as he has a missile. So we see here it's a kind of back and forth, but it's not that coordinated as the blue team is doing at the moment. Another one from Red Button. Let's see if it is any help here. I don't think so. We see him over the hill, flying away, and the missile is still following. He needs to do something. He needs to just pull a little bit of G, as he's doing now. Otherwise, this missile could be problematic. He's doing that in the right time, so he is good. So let's see if I can get into that terrain again, because the labels are horrible. I don't like the Caucasus map for streaming. It's very difficult to recognize things. So I think we are still 5 versus 6. Exactly. Nothing has happened. The blue team is a little bit more aggressive, doing smaller grinders here, they are in the center of the bubble, and or combat zone, as we have in this case. We have new people in this stream in the chat. Matsuri, Hopper DCS. I think I know him. Name tells me something at Big Puppy. Welcome to the show, guys. So here, Brainiac is far, far, far in the, let's say, enemy territory. And he is pretty much, yeah, I mean, he's coming back because it was so close and he was in danger. Nevertheless, Asper fires on him. I don't know why. He's already cold. I don't think. I think now that it is because, I mean, when you're cold, even from that distance, this AMRAAM shouldn't really sit. But you need to be very, very fast, and he was not. Oh, and Aspar just loses the fight to the ground and goes to the ground while he was defeating the Godfathers and Red Button's missiles. So a maneuver kill. So we have kind of balance again because every side has lost one man in this interaction. So let's say the power balance hasn't changed, but nevertheless, Toro is one man more than Cobra because we saw that Cobra lost one man to disconnect in the early phase. Here, I am just really worried for our friend Cobra from G66 because he's so far in the enemy's lines and he is alone. This is the bad thing. So you see, and he gets paid back. So here, Toro is getting stronger and stronger. It's very difficult now to just fight 5 people with 3, but everything is quite possible. Nothing is over. Yeah, it happens that you just fire on your own TALD. You know, when you don't have AVAX, when you turn very fast and you assume that an enemy is behind you somewhere and you turn back and you think that this is enemy, you don't have time for IFF and you're sure that it's not a friendly in that sense because you know where your friends are. The only one who is there could be their enemy or your TAL, but the risk is too big. If it's enemy, it kills you. If it's TALs, you fire on it. I think it is very difficult without AVAX, but yeah, it happens. But TALs should actually be there to just pull the other side's missiles and not your own sides. That's true. Okay, Fair 109 coming strong on Godfather. Let's see that. Here we go. Godfather is between those mountains. Here in this valley. AMRAAM is, I think, is still tracking. Or not. No, it's not tracking anymore. It's got notched somehow. Yeah, we heard the sonic boom or whatever. So he's good. Godfather is good. Okay, they're doing well. They need to get together. Opan needs to get closer to these guys and not doing the same mistake that Cobra did, not going in alone. For me, the distance is too far. It's kind of 6-7 miles, but it's getting bigger, and then they can't help him when he's in trouble. Look at that. He's having an AMRAAM on him. He just responds with another one, but let's see if he's fast enough to get rid of it. No, you see, exactly the same problem. You get too far in, you want to kill someone, you're just hyper motivated, and then you don't help your team because you lose your own airframe without killing anyone from the other side. It's going to be difficult. Red button needs to be low, Godfather needs to be high, but this is exactly the other way. Red button is the one who is high, and Godfather is very low. Godfather needs to come high and then give a good shot from here. You see, this one went nowhere. This is also a strange thing happening with DCS sometimes. For me, that missile should hit, but yeah, AMRAAM is strange at the moment. So, Mustang come in on Godfather. Um, let's take them. Here we go. The missile goes out. The distance is too short. He's not going down. He's trying to go for notch, but it's not possible, I think, from that distance. Can be very difficult. But through a wonder, the first MRAM didn't sit, but the second one did the job. So here, one versus everyone. Parka comes in, fires on the target. He's going for the lead. The missile going for the lead and then takes down the last blue soil. So, four people. Okay, so there are still four. They need to go and land at least with one. We have thankfully TAC view. Just set it up so we can get back and take a look at what has happened while these guys going for landing. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. I can rewind and then go a little bit earlier and the happenings and see how it has started. So let it run a little bit faster. That was the first long shots. Makes the labels a little bit smaller. From the very beginning, for my taste, the TALD was fired from far away. Maybe from this distance, it would be better if they fired the TALD from this distance first, because the TALD stay behind. What we saw in the other matches that these TALDs could also, yeah, this is a better one here. So we saw in the other matches that they can also pull some missiles and can be effective. Here was a good shot from Red Button, and also good defense by Asper. You just need the Serpentine and just tired the missile. Here was the shot from Opan. His old Tald. They just took down their own Tald. Here then two fires on the same target from same distance. Could say one, but it happens. A bit uncoordinated. Then the Talt took one of Kistoy's AMRAAMs. So this way is all good. And also here we had also fired one from Lukovi on it. So this Talt actually ate two M120s. Then here was the first, let's say, Maverick kind of flying that Brainiac went in alone and got too close and, yeah, underestimated the situation. Then here, Cobra did the same thing. Went in alone, kind of alone. Here he needed to come back, turn right and come back to Opa. And here he goes down. And then we have the same situation again. Here with Opa. Okay, at that moment, they have realized that this is a Tal. Probably he went also for it. I think it just made the eye contact, and then same scenario happened again and again. Here we saw here Godfather went in. Okay, at this stage you have no other choice. You need to just try to go in, but you need to fire from a safe distance. Here was a safe distance to fire maybe on Kisto at this moment, or be aware of Mustang coming on you and fire on him instead. When you don't do that, you get too close and he comes from side, then you have actually no chance. See, the first one was mysteriously unguided. The second one sit here. Red button takes revenge on Mustang, but get killed by Parka in return, and everything is over. So we're back to DCS now. Again, I would say. These guys going for landing. And meanwhile, I could take a look at the table. I think that we don't have so many matches remaining from the group stage. So tonight, we had 3 matches. I think, if I'm not wrong. No. Tonight is 1 match. Sorry, I'm mistaken. So this is the only match tonight because I was not checking if anybody else is streaming anything. Tomorrow we have 2 matches confirmed. One is between Team Waterfuck and TMC. It's going to be streamed by Enjoy, and it's going to be at 1600 Zulu. Then we have another match at 1900 Zulu, also between TMC and OTP. So TMC is going to fly 2 times at the same day, and it's going to be also streamed by Enjoy. So I'm going to put the Aces server, Discord server on the chat if you want to follow and see what's happening when, or you want to get notified when we just announce a stream in the announcement of the server. And then on Sunday, we have 3 matches. FTQ versus Cobra. You're going to see it on my channel at 1900 Zulu. Then we have, again, 1900 Zulu, LARP and Mumblerines. We don't have any streamer yet. Maybe we'll find someone. We're talking about it at the moment. And the other match at 2000 Zulu between OTP and CTAF. It's going to be also streamed by Enjoy. So thanks, Enjoy, for taking over 3 matches this weekend. It is really great. Good, F18 is going down. For my taste, it's a little bit too dark. Let me bring the gamma a little bit higher. Okay, so these guys going for probably a formation landing. They're very close formation while going for final. You see how many missiles they're bringing back home. The Sparrows are unfired. There's still one active missile and two IRs here. With the other one, I think it is also the same. Has also some missiles, I think. Yeah, two IRs, three IRs even. Still there. And then we have the F-15 has two Sparrows and one AMRAAM as far as I can see here. And the last F-18 has also two Sparrows, two IRs. So pretty much big number of missiles they're bringing back. And they're close to land. Let's see if I can get a proper camera view. I'm terrible with that. Yeah, it's true. AlphaGator writes TALs can be useful, but need to get up high fast and first to launch them, not from the back. It's true. Should be high. You should give them the initial speed, and the higher you get, the longer they fly, and the higher there are, the chance that they get by a missile is even higher. So what are these guys doing? Going over water, coming back. They don't want to land. They want to land. They want to take their time. That's also okay. It seems that the first F-18 is going for finally. And soon touching down. Nice. Next Hornet coming in. Well done, Parka. And the Eagle. Nice. So with that, I think you have only Parka. Oh, we're not watching Parka landing. It was the let me see. It was 409. My mistake. This is Parka coming in. And the last man has also made to land safely. Perfect. Okay. With that, we need to restart the server and prepare ourselves for the second round. We'll see if we can have a 3-round match tonight or Toro makes to win the second round 2 and the match 2-0 or not. I'm excited. Stand by. We're going to go for a short break and then come back soon.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. Cleared for visual event approach, runway 24, contact the tower at 60 and me at 3000.
Back to stream, and teams are already there. G66 is manning the aircraft. 4 F-16 again and 2 F-18s. We hope that we are not experiencing any disconnect this time. It was really a shame. And for now, the standing is 1 in favor of TORO Squadron, and this is time for G66 to come back and hit strong to draw and go into the third round to have a chance to win this match. Probably we're going to see a little bit more aggressivity here, but we need to wait and see. It is all speculations. So what do you think, guys? Do they make to come back and we're going to see a third round or not? Here we go. They taxi. For the ones who are new to DCS or these kind of tournaments, this is a 6v6 as you saw. This is one of the tournaments that take place for DCS or digital combat simulations, and this is the first edition of ACC. This is being done by Asphalite, and if you're interested, the Discord server is in the chat. Follow and make sure that you're on top of the results and information getting published over the Discord server. And for sure, if you're having any ambitions to participate in these kind of tournaments and you want to start with one which is not very hard to stand, this is a good one to just get into and try and bring your team. So make sure that you're on the Discord on the Discord server, yes, and then get the information, get informed of the upcoming tournament. Maybe next year happens again. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no info, but it's going to be announced, and you have time to just train and also prepare yourself and also apply for participation and take part here and be part of these air combat tournament, which is pretty much fun. Okay, let's check. Let's see if we have any change of pilots. I don't see any red button period again. That was the unlucky disconnect here. And let's go to the other side. Again, the same thing. You need to prepare a little bit here. So let's go to the other side, which is red, taking off from Sukumi Babushara. And we have Pyrex. I didn't see him in the first round, so he's in the second round now. Kistoy flew the first round for under 9, also flew the first round. Parka, Lukovian, Mustang 2. So I think we have one change of pilot here. I can't remember who was flying instead of Pyrex in the first round, or am I mistaken? But I think Pyrex has just come in for someone else. So the aircrafts on the other side was unchanged. On this side is also kind of unchanged. 1 F-16, 4 F-18s, and 1 Strike Eagle. Okay, let's go and oops, the other side. Let's go and see this takeoff here. So both team haven't declared being ready. We have still 35 seconds of timer. When the timer is down to 0, then doesn't matter if the teams are ready or not. The go is then announced, and then the first team, which is ready, can't take off. So 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 2, 1, and now fight's on. So these guys even started to roll 1 second before go. But I think it's okay. And here we go. This is the second round of the match between G66 and TORO Squadron. and you're watching G66 takeoff. Three bags. The number of active missiles is limited to 4, so they're forced to take 2 IRs. They can take TGP, whatever, with them, TALs, but no air-to-ground armaments. I'm not checking the loadouts. I hope that it is okay, because it is a little bit too short the time to just do it on the ground, but we can do it while they're flying, because there is a small bubble here around the airport, and if you have the feeling that you have taken the wrong armament, you can get back and re-armor, refuel. But as far as I can see, these guys are okay. Some take Sparrows because of the 4 active missiles limitation. Some take IR instead. So very different, depending on the taste and the skills and the strategy and tactic that you have. You see here, here we have 4 actives, and then instead of a Sparrow we have 2 IRs. I don't know. Oh, okay. You can't combine the IRs with active, I think, and Hornet. I'm not a Hornet pilot, so probably because of that, you have 2 IRs on the right side and 2 actives on the left side. It's a little bit of difficulties with the balance, but I think you can just trim it, and it's going to be no problem. Okay, so let's get back to the map and see how they're doing this time. They went straight into the combat zone in the first round, and they're doing the same thing also now. Hopefully, as I said, we're gonna have no disconnect. I really hope that. Pyrex is the first guy from Toro, is getting to the combat zone. Kistoy is going to the flank. The rest are following in center. And on the other side, we have a very, very compact team, which are now separating. With Payot going to flank a little bit and is kind of unknown. Guys, which one do you prefer, the alternative or the satellite here? Please let me know. I think when they get into that area, it's going to be a little bit difficult to read the labels when we are in satellite. So come back to alternative, but let me know what you guys prefer. Yeah, they're keeping to that formation. Mustang go his own way. The rest are following. I can recognize what is going on here, but with the time, we will find out what these guys were intending to do. On the other side, we see a clear 2 lines, 2 tree ships in spread, probably ready to chainsaw. Opa with first 120 Charlie on probably Pyrex. And here a 15 from 46,000 fires the first 120, and we take this. This is 2,000 knots of speed. Unbelievable. Merely 4 Mach here with that missile. These two are no factor. It doesn't even need us to follow these two. I think these guys are good. I don't know if that one is a good shot or not. We're going to see that. So we follow. We see also the target and the white cloud background. It is Piyot. Piyot hasn't reacted to it yet. Now, he goes out in flares. We see he's flaring. We don't see it anymore because we're so focused on that. So we can take him and see how he's doing. He's running for his life, losing altitude, going fast to outrun the missile, and he is good, even though the missile is very, very, very close to him. But the missile has no juice to come up with him as he's here climbing. Clearly. Okay, he's good. No casualties so far. Mustang is standing behind. He is F-18. He can. He has a, let's say, longer range radar. Can also act as an AVAX and help these guys. Here on this side, F-16s can help each other to some extent also. But they have also F-18s on this side who can give good SA to the team. This is, I think, a missile which is not intended for Brainiac. So he's flying by and chasing Godfather. This is a good shot from Parka on Brainiac. Let's see. Where's Brainiac? Here it is. Okay. He's there, but the missile is not tracking anymore. He's good. Still a 6v6 situation. Parka coming back. Going to chainsaw with Fer 109. Lukovi does the same with Pyrex. And Kisto is going his own orbit to maintain the speed and the altitude he needs. And Mustang come back, stays here at the very, let's say, edge of the combat zone and do the AVAX thing while the G666 is doing their classic chainsaw. Red button is far into the enemy lines with the long distance between him and Piyot, but he is good because these guys were not prepared for him, kind of. And I don't think that this missile is going anywhere. He's good. He is fast enough. And this missile will be no factor. Piyot comes in, takes over his place, and then red button has time to go back and go behind him. So both sides are not very aggressive. Just because G66 wants to make sure that they win this round, so have a chance to win, and Toro for sure doesn't want to risk much more than it's needed. Here, F-18 is chasing the target over there, but he's not aware of the guys who is flanking him from this side. So he should have RWR from Pyrex and should abort this. Shouldn't go in furthermore because F-18 is also not very fast. So now he has one missile, two missile, and it is very difficult to just notch two missiles from two different directions. And I don't know if it's fast enough here at this stage. Oh, one goes into the Wow, it was really, really good or lucky, one of them. But I saw him dead, to be honest. Um, I think we lost one red guy. I see only 5 here. So we lost one. We can see probably on TAC view later on. But blue is still 6. Red button coming in. Here. He's very slow. If he's gonna fire, he needs to burn. You need to give the missile that the inercy that it needs. Okay, he burns now. He has fired 1 active missile so far, so now it goes for IR, I think. Or no? It's also... Yeah, it's done. He's down. He fired 1 here. This one. But he got took down by the other side's missile, and the other guy is also good here on this side. So he lost his soul too. Wow, look at those missiles. 5 or 6 AMRAAMs were in the air. 2 of them are for Payot, probably. He could save this missile. You're far away. Enemy is not hot. You need to turn back, and you can probably guide it. And I don't know if it was under 10 miles. Probably not. So, but the missile, even though tracking, but it's going nowhere. 2, 4, 5 versus 5. So we have a balance here now. That act of red button was definitely too much for my taste. He shouldn't go down on that. He could save his life. Mustang, a bit too far from the other guys. If he fires on Brainiac now, he's good. Otherwise, he need to abort, come back, because he has no health. And he gets sandwiched, and he flies further in. He needs to fire at this moment. Look at that. He probably has the enemy in yeah, exactly. He was sneaking in and was loitering around. Perfect. So I didn't pay attention to the terrain here. So the terrain is also, even though that he was so close, there was a mountain between them, and this is what I didn't consider here. A very good act from Mustang. So he comes back, and he has taken down one of the blue sides. 4 versus 5 now. Cobra coming in on Pyrex. Here. Pyrex is higher. Oh, I missed it. Here we go. Okay. Down. Ooh, it's gonna get a bit hard for G66. Here we have a kind of merge, which is no merge, because Kistoy continue flying, and he's probably going to get Godfather, come from behind probably. Fair is at this moment sandwich kind of between the 2 blues here, the 3 blues, let's say. Payot is so focused on Mustang and probably doesn't see Lokovi. The question is if Lokovi is seeing him. This is the question. And he's high. Unbelievably high here. So what's the deal? These guys don't see each other. Can be. Here we go. Hey, they're flying parallel to each other. Here is a good chance for Lokovi to take him down, but he's not doing. And just because he didn't do that, Payot is successful and takes down another red guy and goes back to his friends. And meanwhile, 409 is kind of in the middle of 3 blues, trying to do his best all alone. Here for me, Lokovi should do a bit better. Probably he didn't have RWR. They didn't have SA because Fair 109 was looking in the other direction, and his other friend also looking in the other direction, and there is no AVAC. So that is the difficulty. So this is also from far away on a cold target. Come on, how many missiles do you have? Only IRs. Why you shoot the last active missiles you have from that distance on a cold target? I don't know. If I stay with Fair 109 or with Lokovi, I go with Lokovi. Let's see if he's doing good thing here. Yeah, he has a good chance to just pull a little bit on the stick, go for lead. He has the AOA he needs. And then now is a good time. He has a lead. Why does he leave him alone and give him his 6? He has a good chance to fire on him. One of those IRs. And he brings himself into that situation. Come on. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. We stay with them. I know over there the other guys are probably also merged, but prefer to stay with him. What is with F-16? F-16 has one more IR. The first IR went to the flares. So he has only one IR, and we will see what he's going to do with it. F-18 with that number of IRs is in a very, very better position. But the problem is that he first needs to go on his 6, which is unsuccessful, and just lose the fight to them. Okay, Fur came back. Fur came back in that minute and helped Lukovi and took down one of the other guys, but he's now facing 2 others on him, and the third one was coming. He had no time. He just turned back to Opa. Opa was very, very close distance and fired on him, and yeah, did the job. So, well done. I assume that these guys have enough fuel to go and land. And if they do that, then we're going to have a draw here so far, and we're going to see a third round. Let's go and check what's happened on TACView while these guys are returning to the base. So I rewind, and it started from the beginning. So Kistoy went in flank, kind of. Mustang went for AVAX duty. The first missile exchanges. I didn't see TAL this round. They prefer to bring missiles with them. Probably they don't know if the TAL was effective enough or not, and they also fired on their own TAL, so they thought maybe it's better to just take missiles instead of TALs this time. In the first exchanges, nothing has happened. Kisto is up there. Red button is aware of him, chasing him. As long as he's safe, then they exchange with Fur 109. Both are okay. Parka fires on Piyot. Here we have also one situation between Pyrex and Brainiac. Brainiac was very close, but here also for my test, very lucky. Look at that missile. I mean, it was tracking kind of, but nevertheless, none of them hit. Especially this one should hit. So Yeah, weird thing. Look at this. Look at this missile. This should hit. Uh, I mean, both of them. Look at that. Impossible. Oh my God, ED. Fix it. So, 5 versus 6. We lost here, I think. Parka, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Brainiac took him down. And Parka's missile exchange went into the ground, I think, here. Oh, exactly. That was a missile which didn't hit. So here the dominance of G66 has begun. They went into offensive, wanted to take advantage of their one more aircraft. Godfather on Mustang, I think. Or no, it was on Kistoy. They wanted to take down the F-15. F-15 is high and fast. Needs to just turn his back to the missile and push on the throttle. For my taste, too slow here. He was afraid of breaking the wings, but you see, is still faster than the missile. Look at that. Wow. But this is again one of the stuffs. I don't think that it went for the chaffs. No, never. Come on. I mean, hey, this should also hit. Okay. But at the end, it get balanced. It is a for or against each side, doesn't matter. So once I'm in pure lock, the other time, my opponent. Well done here from Pyrex. Pulled the missile down into the mountain by going down here, invert and fast. And this was too much G for the missile. But nevertheless, a shot from high altitude and decent speed. Look the way that the AMRAAM needs to go and the G that it pulls here. 15G, kind of. 14.8. But still fast. Well, 3 Mach. Unbelievable. Bit overpowered. F-15, I would say. Here the missile has a still 1.6 Mach. 1.4. Still faster than that F-16. F-16 is only 0.78. Come on. But the air is too dense. And the rest we saw, I believe. We just missed the engagement of Fur up there. So we don't miss the landing either. Here was the moment that Lukovi could bring down Piyot. I just pause it here. You see, Mustang is looking in this direction. Fair is looking in that direction. And this way, Lukovi doesn't see Piyot there. And that's why that happened. We go up there and see what Fair was doing because we were missing it. So he was here. I fired 2. And the other one came from Kistoy. They fired the same target. Kisto were probably so high that couldn't see these two guys that were flying low. So fired on him. They should have probably communicated better, or maybe they didn't also see each other. The F-15 cannot share data link. That's a problem. And here, what happened to him? That also killed. He just, yeah, probably broke a wing. I don't know. Yeah. So, strange thing. He was out of the game. And then Fer decided here to stay there. I would come back to Lukovia at this stage here, come behind him and get back together. But he decided to stay there, come from the other side. Godfather didn't see him. These guys didn't see him. How could it be? Look at that. How couldn't they see each other? Okay. And then he just runs to help Piyot because they have communicated. And he was also successful here, but here we go. He kills Piyot, but get taken down by Opa, and then it was over. So with that, we're at the end of the round 2. And as I hoped, we're going to see a third round. And for that, we're doing another short break. Restart the server, teams getting into the server again and man their aircrafts, and we're going to be back. So for now, for sure, I can't change the blue team's score and do one out of it and send you to the short break. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back in 2-3 minutes. See you.
Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight. Contact the tower at 6 DME at 3000. Alpha Bravo from 207.
13 miles. Fox 1, Fox 1.
Oh, Jesus. Go 20. Okay, please. Copy both flags. Affirmative, Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight.
I knew that we're gonna see 3 rounds tonight. Something told me, and I know what quality G66 has, and Toro on the other side was not to underestimate. This is the one special and interesting thing when two teams of quite same skill going to confrontation. You cannot predict the result and the happenings in the match. It is quite interesting. You most of time or mostly you see 3 round match. This is what I like. This is what probably also the people in the stream like. I don't know if the pilots like that or not. They probably prefer it 2-0, something very quick, but I think they also have fun and they enjoy it. So servers restarted. I mean, the mission is restarted again. Pilots are also back. We have again 4 Hornets on Toro's side and 2 Falcons. I can see enough of these beautiful skins. Like it. Hasn't changed since years, since I can remember. Toro has it. And it's cool. And for the other side, let's sneak in and see what or if there is any change of types and pilots. On the other side, Brainiac, Godfather, OPA, Cobra, Piyot, and Red Button. Same type of aircraft. Nothing has changed. And to be fair, we go to Toro's side and watch them take off this time. Here we don't also have, I think, a pilot chain. Oh, Asper's. Was it flying last round, Asper? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. So Kistoy, I miss. We don't have F-15 anymore. So Kisto went out with F-15 and Aspar came in. Probably he had a problem because he got disconnected, and it could be that it's a hardware or internet issue and he's not able to come back. So that's why Aspar came in. Probably is not feeling that comfortable with F-15. That's why he's taking his special aircraft, which is F-16, or they have change of tactic. I don't know. I read the discussion in the chat if the size matter. Well, sometimes. But edits, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Okay, we have still 2 minutes of countdown. Both teams are not ready according to the script, which is saying. So I have a little bit of probably time here to get a good view here or bad view. It depends. To watch these guys taking off. Why that far distance on the runway between these two guys? I don't know. These two sections. And the Hornet with those lights, you can see them from miles, especially when you're flying or having a VR headset on. "45 seconds. Still both teams haven't declared ready. Who's gonna win? Big question. I'm neutral here. I wish we see a good round, a nice fight, and at the end, the one who deserves a win. It's very, very close, and I think both teams are a bit more careful, typical for a third round. 2 seconds, and fight's on. Here we go. Yeah, I need to ban West, really. I didn't know West Gogies are West. Otherwise, I have done that long before. Kidding, mate. Okay, here we go. Hornets coming in. Here comes the insects. Beautiful. I need to check and see if there is a poll functionality in Twitch where we can run polls on who wins the round or things like that. I think we saw it long ago in Satal, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's go to the map. Close formation as last time, the other side. Also, there is no Kistoi going into flank. 1-2 ship and the rest following. Here we have very, very closer act. Makes it hard for the other side to resolute the targets to certain point of time or distance. Okay, by now they all should be in a combat zone. Yeah, blue is entering altogether. Red is already in. And if you're asking yourself, because you're not familiar with this kind of tournaments or ACEs, ACC, sorry, in the ACC tournament, we don't have a typical bubble. We have a combat zone, which is kind of not round. And we have two lines. One is the border line. The other one is the hazard line. Once you pass over it or fly over it, then you get a notification from the script that you're leaving the combat zone and you have time to just turn back. So now we have the start of the separation here on this side. They're going into the 2-3 ship formation with spread of miles, and also the wingman goes into trail so that they have enough distance and space to do the grinder. From the other side again, Mustang goes for AVAX duty. And here we go. We have the first 120 Charlie off Asper. Not going anywhere. 33,000 high. And I don't know how fast. Probably, yeah, 440 knots in the dive. So it was probably not fast as he fired. Or at least same as now. So it is okay, but it's not high enough, it's not fast enough, it's not close enough. But you need to do that to just yeah, don't let the other side ingress and keep them away. You see here, Toro is a bit more progressed into the combat zone. They are at bullseye already, where I see here much more defensiveness on the G66 side. All of them want to be victorious here. But you need to just also consider that Toro was all the time fighting with 5 and had no 6th guy at the disposal. It is quiet in some regions. These both teams coming from Europe, Toro is Spanish, G66 is German. I don't know why they're flying that late in the afternoon, but it's, I think, good for US guys, our North American or South American friends who probably don't make to watch tournaments live and see the replay just because it's the time that they're working usually. But some matches happen at very, very strange time. We had also 2 a.m. Zulu time a match a couple of days ago at another tournament. So thanks for follow, mate. Appreciate it. Wipe SSBM. Welcome to the show. Ottawa 45. Thanks for following, guys. So they're very careful. These guys are very careful. Nobody wants to be the first to lose one. But I think it has happened while I was no, it's not. So we have a still 6v6. Okay, I'm stupid. I was distracted a little bit. I'm excited because I'm kind of new. I mean, I can't say new, but I haven't had much time to just play around with Twitch and all these functionalities and things and alerts and things like that. And I'm really a stranger to that. So I played a little bit with that and found a couple of alerts, and I'm pretty much excited that my first alert worked. So I was a little bit distracted. So here, I don't think it's... No, it is good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So what these guys are doing, the Toro is doing again a shorter grinder. G66 is doing a bit longer grinder. Took more time to go back and forth, and these guys are testing each other at the moment. They're not getting too aggressive. They're not getting too passive. They are active, but they're really, really saving their airframes and missiles from time to time to fire something, which is not good because they're flying slowly. They're not burning most of the time, only when they're in danger like that. But most of the time, they're flying very slow to save fuel. They assume that it's gonna be a long run this time, and they need that fuel, so they're saving. You see here, red button going back, and probably go off burner any soon. Lukovi here successfully pulled the missile into the ground. So these guys all stay in distance. trying, but are not really threatening each other so far. But as soon as the first or two or second airframe is shut down, then it's gonna go fast. Everything's gonna go fast. Here, Brainiac would be advised to just turn back. I think it's not firing this because this is also not going anywhere. Now he's going to chase Parka, but the problem is if he's doing that and Aspar comes behind him, which he's not doing, and he is lucky, then it would be very difficult. Now he's a very good position. I mean, it was just like Russian roulette, and it worked for him. It could really turn to a bad situation for him, even though this missile went into the mountain. He has a very good situation here to capitalize on the opponent. He should stay with him. Yeah. Come on, he lost him. His 2 o'clock. Probably he has another missile he needs to fly from. Yeah. And he's dead. Okay, you see the first casualties are coming in. Opa is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the blue side and 5 on the red side. So we just lost a couple of people and missed the scene. Here, Aspar. Well, come on. You could actually get rid of that missile. It was not that bad. People sometimes underestimate the missile and say, okay, I'm fast enough. Let's fly straight and don't start doing serpentine or pulling G, and this is the result. So they had this advantage of 5. They played out, and then they're again balanced. Lukovi, good pilot. He is versus 2 other guys. He fires 1 missile. He continues because he think he has this marvelous situation, but now it is too much. When 2 guys are coming to him and get hot again, then better to just drag them back. Mustang can help him. Is he aware of Piot threatening him on the other side or not? He fires from top to bottom. Also coming down, see if it is hitting here. F6 didn't sit. Mustang want to come back here. They're on the right side. You need to look right. Come on. These guys don't see each other. Can't be. Mate, he's down on your 2 o'clock. He's so focused on... Oh, no. Okay. He was focused on Godfather that he didn't see Opa. But at the end, it's traded again. Doesn't change anything in the balance, but now Toro is 3 and G666 also, so the same balance is established again. Lukovi, very good chance to capitalize on his opponent here, which is Payot. Come on, he's on Payot. He doesn't see him. He didn't see him. How could it be? He's on the other side of the mountain, but nevertheless, he was probably out of the radar scope. So, and Fair 109 was so low at the altitude that couldn't also see Payot. Okay. These guys need to get together as soon as possible. Payot should be a threat for Pyrex, and Cobra should be a threat for Fair 109 while they're gathering each other. Opa fires on Pyrex. Pyrex counts with it or not? Let's see. He is diving. Now he's getting the RWR. He's diving with the missile. He needs to dive even more aggressively. A little bit more aggressively. Come on. Now. Okay. Much better now. Okay. Missile is tired. Juice is out. Oops. Ah, we just lost one blue. We just didn't see. But we can see an attack view later on. 3 red versus 2 blue. Okay, here we go. What are Fur and Lukovi doing while Pyrex is facing 2 guys here? What are they doing? What are they doing up there? I need to get together quicker. Need to help this guy. Cobra. Oh, Cobra lost the fight to the trees probably. So doesn't look good look for G66. First getting back all of a sudden. Why? Lukovi also? Pyrex? They wanna draw the fight to this area that they're very close to their base to RTB, or let this guy run out of fuel. Why? You guys are 3, or probably period is so low that they don't see where he is, so they're looking for him all the time. Let's see if Pyrex see him. Payot. How far are these guys from each other? 6 miles, and all looking. Returning in 360 and scanning the area. Payot decides to turn back and fight instead of running away, getting speed to give a good shot. He has only IRs. He needs to be close and he needs to be fast. Okay. Enemy is out of sight. Now we have a long range AMRAAM. He needs to just run for his life. He is fast. He is light because he has no tanks anymore. But it gets hit. Yeah, was not enough. That's what I said. You forget to do serpentine the last couple of seconds when the missile is very close to you. And with that, Toro survived with 3 airframes. "45th, guys. I think we need to talk." Yeah, Hopper. I think Asphalt needs to intervene here and make a decision. Unbelievable. You guys are so bad that my auto mode even filters you. Thanks, Edit. I hope you had fun. Thanks, guy, for joining. Um, even though these guys are getting back home, I'm not sure if all of them can RTB, to be honest. And we need to wait and see. But it seems that they have enough fuel. So should be no problem. But I still want to wait and don't spread the point. You guys are funny. So, I just gave you an overview of the upcoming matches this weekend. There will be a lot of matches. These are the last matches of the group stage. We have 1, 2, 3. Without the match tonight, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches over the weekend, and with that, the group stage is done. And we will see which of two teams of every group is proceeding to the second stage. Then, for sure, the quality of the matches will automatically rise because then you have better teams in the tournament, and we need to unfortunately say goodbye to half of teams. I'm really curious to see how the draw is going to be and who's going to play whom. But I'm sure that we have even more exciting matches in the next round. I love this one tonight. Definitely was a very good match. I enjoyed. I think we slowly can congratulate Toro and then also give kudos to G66 guys for flying that disciplined and also this far. I don't know if they are leaving the tournament or not. I'm just saying that because of the result of this match. I need to take a look at the table. It could be that these two guys are proceeding to next level. I'm not sure. I think that I don't think I can see that Toro just lost the first match to 45th team, and the second match of Toro, they could beat 51st, and this is the third one they win, so they have 2 wins and 1 loss. For the G66, they lost to 51st. They where are they? They also lost to 45th, and they also lost tonight. So G66, I think, has no chance to proceed to the second stage. And for the other team of this group, who was in this group, 51st. So 51st has 1 win here. They lost to 45th, and then they lost also to Toro. So Toro and 45th gonna be the 2 teams who are proceeding to the second round from that group. Okay, so congratulations to Toro, and indeed we need to say goodbye to G66 and 51st. while these guys are doing their last landing of the stage 1. I would like to thank the audience who just turn on and communicate and populate the chat, especially the 45th guys. Were quite curious to see who's going to proceed with them together to the next round. And make sure that you follow, at least that you get notified of the upcoming streams of mine. I'm not only doing the ACC tournament, also some upcoming tournaments, and in between also tomorrow is something I stream, but not here in this channel. So the next time I'm live, you get a notification. But if you want, you can also go to the let me check here. Okay, go to the DCS Discord server. Sorry, of ACC. I put the direct link here again in the chat. If you're not yet part of that, you can just join and get the information from firsthand. So these guys are preparing for landing. Airspeed brakes are out. I'm awful in camera view. I'm just doing what I can to get a proper view here. These guys were going for an overhead brake, or what are they doing? Yeah, kind of. Okay. So here is the runway. We'll go for that and come in for landing from the other side. All the way around, and then the Hornet goes in the final. The other Hornet is even closer to runway. It's going to land. Yes. Too much nose down. Other hoop's good with the speed. I can get the curve. All good. So one valid landing is enough. The next Hornets come in. Here we go. And touchdown. Cool. And the F-16 is coming in too. Last one. And with that, script is starting to count and shut down the server. So thank you again, guys. Thanks and kudos to both teams. It's going to be an excited weekend with the rest of 5 matches. It's probably a couple of deciding matches in it, which really has an effect on the standing of their groups. We went through the standing of the group that you're watching. I hope you're having a fun weekend, especially when you fly the event tomorrow, Persian Gulf 1997. Have fun there, and see you soon. And thanks for watching.
Affirmative, Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight.